What is up, YouTube? Today, we're diving into the best S12K attachments and calibrations in Delta Force. The S12K is a semi-auto shotgun built for aggressive close-range fights. It fires at 300 rounds per minute and shoots 8 pellets that each deal 17 damage, adding up to 136 damage per shell. That gives it a 0 millisecond time to kill at 4 meters if you land all of the pellets, and around 200 milliseconds at 12 meters. When you're up close, it's instant. The issue is that the base version does not maximize its close-range capabilities. So today, we're increasing the magazine size from 5 to 24 rounds to make sure that you can take on multiple targets at once. The control is helped to make sure that you can stay on target whenever you need to aim down sights. Accuracy is pushed to 100 to give you the tightest possible pellet spread when hip firing, all while at the same time helping the handling by quite a bit so that you can ADS fast if you need to and move quickly. The S12K is very fun to use, so I'm sure that you will enjoy using it with this build. With all that said, let's get into the attachments. First, we begin with an S12K that has nothing on it, starting off with the barrel, where we put on the S12K Practical Long Barrel combo. The main reason why is because we get a whole bunch of new slots, plus we get all this accuracy here at the bottom, at the cost of a little bit of handling, but that's okay for us because we don't really care too much about it in the sense that you're not going to be aiming down sights very much with this weapon. So we go for the S12K Practical Long Barrel combo. Then on the muzzle, we go for the Shotgun Echo Suppressor, mainly because of the aiming spread. You also have an option of putting on the Shotgun Vortex Choke because it also gives you better spread, but I do really enjoy being silenced, especially on a shotgun when I really have to figure out how to get around people. I don't want to be seen on the minimap as easily. Therefore, the Shotgun Echo Suppressor. Next, for the left rail, the right rail, and the upper rail, we're going for the Hornet handguard panels. We're putting 3 of these in total to give us a total of plus 12 accuracy, giving us a much better hipfire stat. And then for the patches, we're going to be putting on the DD Python handguard panels to help out. Mostly our ADS walking speed is what we care about. Then on the foregrip, we're going for the competition hand stop because it gives you a whole bunch of accuracy here, another plus 12. That is huge, right along with some handling, which is going to increase your ADS movement speed by a good amount. But we really mainly care about the accuracy here, so let's put it on. On the magazine, the more rounds the better for a weapon like this, so the S12K 24 round extended drum mag is the perfect one for us. Don't forget to put on the free charging handle here. That's just an extra +1 handling without hurting anything else. Now on the optic, although we're not going to aim down sights very much, I'd really like going for the holographic sight down here, just because if we preview it, I'm glad that they introduced this now, you can see a little circle, and that is perfect. I think every shotgun should have an optic on it that includes a halo type of circle. Of course, it is preference, but I do recommend it. Next, on the rear grip, I find it much better to put on the AK Heavy Tower Grip than any of the other ones because you get to unlock your grip mount, for which we'll be putting on the balanced grip base. Our accuracy is going through the roof now. We're almost at 100. And last but not least, to get it right to 100, which is perfect, that is exactly what we want, right along with the other stats that we get out of this, we put on the AK Bolt Cover for the stock. This is of course going to hurt our control and our stability, but in exchange it gives us that last little bump of accuracy that we need, right along with much better handling, so you'll be able to use this thing very well at those closer ranges. Now this is the finished build. Let me show you the stats here. There's only a couple of them that we actually care about because this is a shotgun. Our control stat is really not that important, but it does get helped a little bit. You just really want to minimize the amount of time that you're going to be ADS'd, because if you're ADS'd, that means you're not going to be moving as fast as you possibly could. Our handling is very good, and of course it's only going to get better. Our stability really does not matter at all for a shotgun like this, but our most important stat, one that is not changing with the calibration, is the accuracy, because as you can tell, the circle becomes very small. This being a shotgun means that every pellet counts, and you want to make sure that every pellet lands on your target. So the smaller the crosshair, the better. Now let's go to the calibration screen so we can make the weapon even better, starting off with the barrel by putting the weight limit all the way down to the minimum minimum for extra ADS movement speed because we don't care about firing stability. This is not going to help our hip fire at all, so let's move on to the length, where we lower that to the minimum just in case that you do want to ADS, because your muzzle velocity at the ranges that you'll be using this weapon is not going to help you at all. Therefore, ADS speed for this by lowering the length to the minimum. Next, it's a foregrip, where we go for the minimum thickness to get even more ADS movement speed. That way, if you are ADS'd, we can still strafe quite quickly, and our weight limit all the way down to the minimum also, just in case that you have to ADS again. Extra control is not really useful at all when you're going to mostly be hip firing at 300 rounds per minute on a shotgun. Stability when moving is also not going to affect you at all because you're only really going to be using this thing around a maximum of 12 meters. Then for the rear grip, we're moving the weight limit all the way to the maximum because although we don't need the control, it's better than having aiming stability while breathing, so let's just bring it up. The thickness all the way down to the minimum for better hip fire aim speed, which is going to help out your ADS times just in case that you do have to ADS. Again, stability when moving is not going to help you at all when you're actually using this thing at the ranges that you will be, so we don't care too much about it. Then on the stock, we're moving the weight limit all the way to the maximum for the same reasons that we did the rear grip. We get the extra control, although we don't need it, and then aiming stability while breathing is not really necessary, so we're okay with hurting that. While at the same time, we lower the thickness all the way down to the minimum so that we can get even more hip fire aim speed, which is going to help out your ADS times. Firing stability won't help you at all, so it's okay to hurt it. Last but not least, on the optic, we move the eye relief all the way down to the minimum so that you can see the most amount that you possibly can inside of your Windows optic. That's really all the calibration. As you can tell, none of the calibration is really going to help out a shotgun very much, especially if you're mainly going to be hip firing. Now let's take a final look at the stats, where you can see that our control is still a little bit better than before, although it's not really going to affect you very much. Our handling is much better, of course. This way, if you do have to ADS, which I do recommend in some instances, then you can still strafe extremely quickly. And your sprint to fire delay is very good, so if you're sprinting, you'll be able to pull out the weapon very quick. For our stability, this really doesn't matter for a shotgun, and our accuracy is extremely good. And now that you know the stats and we have dialed in our attachments and calibration, let's hop into the firing range real quick to see how it handles. First, let's do the same thing that we always do with the recoil. As you can tell, this is really not much at all because the fastest you're going to be able to shoot is 300 rounds per minute, so everything pretty much lands right there. But this being a shotgun, what really matters is the spread. As you can see, at this distance, a lot of bullets are going to be landing on your torso. That is pretty much as wide as my character's body, so this is just around the perfect distance that you'll be able to land just about every pellet on someone by hip firing. Now, something that you might not have noticed is that there's actually a difference still, even if you have 100 accuracy, between your hip fire spread and your ADS spread. As you can tell, the ADS spread is extremely tight compared to the hip fire, even at 100. So the way that that translates to actual time to kill is, let's say that you're shooting at this guy at whatever range this is here, and you have a time to kill knockdown time of 0.9 seconds. But if you're ADSing, as you can see, it's quite a bit faster. So the only time that hip firing is about the same as ADSing is when you have your enemy's body pretty much fully covering your hip fire so that it's around a one-shot kill. Or if we back up just a little bit more, you can see that our knockdown time is pretty much 0.3 seconds there. Compare that to if you're aiming down sights, and it's just about very close together. The S12K is an amazing shotgun that rewards you when you play smart and you're able to sneak up on people. I don't really have enough data yet to compare it to the rest of the shotguns, but I am sure it will be very high on the tier list considering how good it is. And now that we have the build locked in, let's jump into an action-packed game in Cracked to see the setup in action. Enjoy! Whoa, right there. Can I get him? Yes, he missed more than I did. Good. Every good S12K build should have a very good pistol for that very reason, because you're never gonna get a kill at that range. What the? She just kept running forward. I don't think she knew what I had. There we go. Right behind him. That's where we want to be. Oh my goodness. One more shot. I would have done it if I would have missed. Let's get right on this and then jump on top. Yeah. But we started off with a pretty good lesson. Let's see what we can do here with the S12K. Get around. Maybe I can live. Oh my goodness. I killed the wrong person. Let's go through the right side now. See someone right there. Wonder if that reached. It doesn't matter. It actually did reach though. That's good. Hello. Look at how many shots that takes as soon as you step a little bit outside of the range of this weapon. That's crazy. Oh, that's not good. Crouch prone, I mean. Look how many shots that takes. I'm so glad we have 24 of them. We are playing Assault Vyron, though, to help out in moments like that so that we can close that gap in between us and them. You're her. Yeah! Oh, hello. I see you. Nobody else around here. I hear some footsteps, though. Here we go. There's one. Whoa. There's another. There's another. There's another. Let's reload. Back up. Back up. We still got 9 rounds. That's why we like the 24 rounds. Hold up. Behind that is a teammate, right? Yeah, good. Let's reload here real quick. Yes. Yes. There we go. We're going crazy. On the point. Gotta strategize a little bit whenever you're using stuff like this, right? Because you need them to be super close to you. There's gotta be somebody around here coming. Hold on, I gotta wait a second here. Are you gonna heal this guy? Oh, I guess not, huh? There we go, good! That was the other S12K guy. We're going crazy right now. I do kind of feel like a scumbag for using Vyron with an S12K, though. Let's get a pistol out. So we're never gonna kill that person otherwise. A little too far for me. How about here, though? Jump up. Yes. That's bad. That's bad. You never expected that. Whoa. I almost died. Yeah, there we go. It had to end at some point. That was a wild streak. I see you. Alright, we have cleared everything we needed to clear. Let's throw out some of this a little far. Just so that we can actually run across. Okay. I didn't hit anyone. That's good. Let's just run all the way across. I'm gonna die here. Pistol out. There we go. There's somebody in here. I wonder how close he is. Oh, he's head glitching. Never mind, I killed him. Usually, whenever somebody's head glitching, you're gonna have a hard time. The other S12K guy. Oh, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I had a chance, too. I needed to get a lot closer, though. Okay, here we go. That's the S12K guy. Let's see if I can... Oh, man. He's not there anymore. He knows what he's doing. Yes, I'm behind. Okay, never mind. Wait, is he right there? I think I just saw his little body. Oh, that was one of them. It wasn't the guy, though. Ooh, my teammate is in a great spot right now. Then I can go all the way around to the right. First, take out my pistol, because I know this guy's right here. Oh, wait. Teammate got him. Nice. Good, good, good. I don't know how that second shot hit him at all. I don't think it did. I think it might have just been a delayed hit registration. This one right here. Yes. Yes. Okay, now let's get out of here. Let's go to the B2 point. After reloading, of course. And we are doing 17 times 8 damage, which is 136 damage. But that is only if you hit every single pellet, which is almost going to be impossible unless you're in, like, insanely close ranges. Okay, hold on. I gotta wait for this guy to pop out. Yes. There we go. And that's what I mean. So if you're at 4 meters, you're pretty much gonna get a one-shot kill. Oh, nice. I saw someone. There we go. You guy's dead already. I actually got him with the magnetic bomb. Nice. Somebody here? No? Good, good, good. We're about to get the point then. Yeah, we got it. Just not expecting to get it that quickly there. There we go. Oh, that's definitely an enemy. Ooh, got me in the head. That was a great shot. Forget you could use that post there. That light post to just run up without having to climb anything. So much better than climbing. There's a guy down here. Yeah, there we go. This one really close. Gotcha. I could see him because of that shadow that he was casting. At least I thought it was a person shadow. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a light post the whole time. This light post there. Or fence, question mark? I don't know what it is. Throw this over. Then have him run away for a second. Ooh, that's the Ash 12 guy right here. Yes. Yes. No, what was that? That was good. Not expecting that. Oh then, what's this? It's not expecting this guy to just try to jump. He could have played that a little bit better. Then again, I don't know if he knew that I was there. Oh, I gotta run away. Hold on. Yes! Wait, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do. Let's go. That was the best fight. No, don't kill me. That would have been embarrassing. Okay. I live, and I just died to that. Okay. What's funny about the S12K is that the time to kill is literally 0 milliseconds if you hit every pellet. You know, below 4 meters. But you're not gonna have any luck. Oh my goodness, this guy. Oh, on the head. I could have had him. That's what I mean. That was a little bit further than 4 meters, right? It was maybe 5 meters. And a headshot. And it still didn't kill him in one shot. Because I missed a whole bunch of pellets. There we go. That's one. There's another one around. Let's break up that wall there. Good. That's what we wanted. If you're directly in their line of sight, they're gonna kill you probably if you're doing that. So you want to try to make it a little bit hard by being on top, behind, to the side. You don't want to be just going right in front of them. We're about to get on C2. Really nice. Gotta get in this building though. Make it hard for them to get me. Gotta wait for them now. Like a spider. And now strike. Yeah, here. He's gonna... There we go. Had to draw him out. Really wasn't expecting me. Gotta stay in this building. I'm relatively safe as long as I'm in the building. Because nobody really expects someone to just be camping here with an S12K like I am. Oh, hello. Oh, I thought that guy was alive. It's good. Wasted a whole bunch of bullets on him, but it's okay. Shells, shells. Oh, no! Let's stick to the C1 building right now. I want to break this walls open. What's going on over here on the side? Oh, yeah. There's another guy, right? Really thought there would be one in the corner. Guess I was just wrong, though. Got a guided missile. Gotta wait for a second, though. Somebody right behind. Okay, never mind. Doesn't even matter. Thought there was. Can I drop some grenades or bombs on this tank? I'm gonna die here. I can't see. What? Wait. Hold on. This is awkward. They don't know I'm here. They have no idea. Hold on. Where are they? Yes! That was the main guy that would have killed me from behind if I actually rushed forward at that very moment. And this thing just disappeared. My goodness. Yes. Yes. We've done it. We're doing it. Are they behind? There's always one behind. Get closer. There we go. Oh, I gotta reload. We got 24 rounds and it's still a little rough sometimes when it comes to ammo. Probably because I miss a lot. Aha, gotcha. The one thing to really keep in mind with the S12K is distance matters a lot. So you always want to make sure that you bridge that gap. Let's use my guided missile. I've had it for a while. Might as well put it to use here. Right around this corner, I feel like there's a lot of people. And while that's happening, it's about to touch down. Gotta wait for it to drop. There we go. Okay, that was a lot less people than I thought I was gonna get with that. Let's get in the building. That's where we want to live. Is she gonna come through or what? There we go. Good. Get on top here.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell.
I'm never gonna expect this. Let's reload. Good. Doing the spider thing. And we were doing really well. This might not be a win, but that's okay. Let's see if we can bring it out to be a win. But I really doubt it at this... Whoa. What is she doing? There we go. Yeah, anywhere further than like 12 meters, you're already getting a 200 millisecond time to kill, which is horrible. And that's if you don't miss any pellets, which at 12 meters, you're going to miss pellets. But that's okay that we lost. That we had a really good game here. Over like 80 kills with S12K. All that matters is that we had fun, and I did. That was a great game here. So let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this S12K, and if you have any way to improve it even more. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. Owl out.